This is your boy Keedron with 924 Photography, and we have another video for you today. I'll be reviewing Glide Gear's TMP 1000 teleprompter. Before we jump into this review, I just want to say thanks to Glide Gear for sending me out this unit to test. I've been using it for a couple of weeks now, and it has definitely upped my game. Later in the video, I'll show you some behind the scene footage of us using it on location for a client shoot. It has sped up my whole workflow and cut our time in half. After using this teleprompter for my YouTube content and some professional jobs, I must say it has exceeded my expectation in many aspects. It has kept me from using words like and. Apart from that, there are many ways to use a teleprompter. You can use it like I'm using it now by reading scripted content, as you can see on the screen, the behind the scenes, or you can use it as a unit to read notes. I've seen many people use it with the webcam with notes on a screen so you can remember some of your talking points. You can also use it as a second monitor. What I'm most excited about is using it for a documentary and using it as a second monitor. For example, using it to project my face onto a screen so the talent doesn't have to look off to the side while I'm asking questions like this. They can look straight into the teleprompter as I ask questions as if I was sitting right in front of them. I feel like that makes it that much more natural. One of the standout features of the TMP 1000, it is a solid construction. The teleprompter is well built, is made from durable materials that I think will ensure longevity. The glass is high quality for sure, and it provides clear visibility for the text without any distortion. I can see it perfectly clear right here, contributing to the professional look for my presentations and for my clients. Setting up the Glide Gear TMP was surprisingly easy and quick. Let me show you some of the B-roll of how to set this up right now. Now, since we're about to get into building this unit, so when you get it out of the case, as you've seen the case earlier, you'll be able to build this unit up. I didn't want to just prolong the whole video and do all of that. So you want to grab you a base plate first, and then you want to put it in. I have one with a flathead screwdriver, and I am using a Sirui SVT 75 tripod in the SVH 15, if you're wondering what I'm using. So this design, you just kind of clamp it in, and you got to clamp it in to where you hear it click, because this is not the one that Sirui actually uses. There it is, you hear it, and it's locked in, and then you just lock it down. All right, so since that's locked down, what we're gonna do now is we're going to build these two. So these two, they're gonna have different numbers on here, your height adjustment for your actual teleprompter. So inside, there are gonna be some screw heads, and this is the thread. You just come in here and you just kind of take your time and thread them in. Okay, there it is, that one. And there's that one. Up next, we have these long rods. Now, what I've noticed with these long rods, they are extremely long. The tablet placement bottom piece is really long too. But what I am going to do is I'm going to use these two and these two for now for this video, but I'm gonna order me two more 15mm rods, a little shorter one, because sometimes I feel like it's way too long and I only need just a little bit. So if you have some laying around, that will be great. So basically, we're just gonna screw these in, and you're like, golly, man, this thing is like really long, and it is. So we're gonna feed it through, just like so. Same thing for the other one. 83. All right. And I really don't know how far, I need to go yet, but we'll see that in just a second. So what I'm gonna do, where I screwed it in, it's a line, just so I know they're even. I'm just gonna get them right there at that line, both at that line. And then I'm gonna tighten this down for now. So I know that they're fairly even here. Up next, we have the plate. So the plate is going to go in the actual front, and it has some slide ins for the 15mm rods. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. And I'm going to slide it all the way back till it touches, and then you just want to lock them down with the nut that's already attached. All right, so now we got the plate, and this is where your iPad, Samsung tablet, or whatever tablet you want to use, or even your phone will go here. So next we're going to put on the actual head here. Actually, before we put on the head, let's go ahead and mount the pieces that are going to go right here on the back for your camera. So you want to grab this piece next, and then you want to grab these two pieces. And then if you look in your bag, you should have some screws that look like this. So we're just going to sit those there because we're going to use those in a minute. And we're going to put these in like so. Now, when you get ready to put these in, they should look like this. So they should be opposites for each other. You don't put them like this because that piece that we just showed you is gonna have to slide in, and it's gonna bolt into this piece right here. So we're gonna go ahead and slide this in. And for now, we're just gonna slide them in like this. And we can lightly tighten it just for now, just so we can get our piece in. Now, this piece has a couple of mounting points up here on the bottom. It has tons of 3/8 and 1/4 20s, so you can mount pretty much anything you want on here. It is endless possibilities. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to mount a quick release plate, which we're gonna do that right now. Quick release plate is here. And then I just left both of these on here because I never know which one I'm going to use, but I'm just going to use the 1/4 20 one for now. We're going to just slide it in the middle. And this quick release plate is a small rig, and it does not come with it. It allows you to take your camera off really quickly whenever you need to, so you can move fairly quickly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna loosen this one up just a little bit and push it back. And then remember that screw that we said at the first beginning, that's in that little bag that you get. We're gonna go ahead and put that in here. And this is going to adjust your height. And you can raise and lower the height of this unit. So we're just gonna put it for here right now. Up next, we're going to actually get the top of the unit, and we're gonna put that on. When you get this unit, this is not gonna come together like this. It is gonna be a zipper part right here that you will have to just put on, and it zips up, but I already got it on. And for me, you see how long it's taken me to put this together. So this is not one of those things that is gonna, I mean, if you've done it a million times, it's gonna be easy and quick for you. But I would rather just throw it in my truck, just because I got the quick release here, throw it in my truck and be already ready to go. And all I have to do is take my tripod out. So you can do it however you want to, but that's completely up to you. So we're gonna slide these pieces down on the rods. So we're gonna line them up. There we go. So this is going to be your height adjustment. So you'll be able to you know, go up and down however you want to. I like to have it up around 4. And then in your bag, you're gonna have some wing nuts. You wanna get those wing nuts, and then you just want to tighten them in just like that on the wing nut. So I'm gonna put mine on 4 on this side. I'm gonna tighten it down. And then I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna look at the 4. For now, it may not be high enough, but we have it at 4. So that way we know that the actual unit is level. All right, so another thing that I wanted to talk about real quick is these little knob screws here. If you're having issues, and there's one on each side, if you're having issues where it's cutting off the top of the glide gear, you can also raise that up like this so it can be higher. So we're gonna raise it up to almost upright, and then we're gonna lock them back in. We're gonna tighten them down. This way you don't have to have your iPad all the way close here. You can have it like right here in the center, and your talent will still be able to see and read all the words. Because what I did was I was on that job that you saw earlier, and I didn't even know these screws even existed. And I was like, he was like, man, I can't read it. So I just pulled the tablet all the way back past here, and he was able to read it. But then I got home the next day and I'm like, oh man, these screws adjust the top. So make sure you're adjusting the top. Now, the only thing left for this is pretty much done, is to actually put the my Samsung tablet on. Let's do that. The app that I was telling you about, Prompt Smart, which is gonna be very cool. And I'm gonna go to my glide gear. And so just to reiterate with this Prompt Start, I normally type my stuff out on a notepad and save it as a text file and put it either in, you can put it in OneDrive and you can link your OneDrive to it, or you can actually go to Google Drive. And I have a folder in Google Drive where when I'm done typing it out on my laptop, I just put it in Google Drive, and then you connect to the internet, and then you can hit add, and then you can hit this button here, and then you can go and it'll ask you which drive. So you got Dropbox, you have Google Drive, OneDrive Business, OneDrive, and then Box. And then you got local storage too. But since I do this on a computer, type it all up and then send it, that's how you get it. So we're gonna click here, and once you click here on the pad, you'll come here to glide gear, and then this you can make, so if you need to make an adjustment to whatever text you need or your script, you can come in here and do it like that, and you just hit the back button, and then you hit this play button here, and boom. So now if I want it to be where it's more than one line, I can just come and I can just put 5. I kind of like 5 on mine, and then go back, and then we just put the glide gear here, and then I'll walk back here, and it's like I can sit, but I want it to be about right there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this, and we're gonna loosen them up some more, and we're gonna pull it all the way up to the top part. So top part is where I want, yeah, see, the top part is really, really, really good, but I think we can come down just a smidget. Right there. Yep, and I can read it right there, and that's fine. So the placement for this is a 15.9-inch pad. As you see, we still got more room to put on it. You can put like a 17-inch on here, but yeah, you got a whole lot of space, and you can put your cell phone on here if you wanted to as well, if you didn't have one of these. But I got this because I wanted to see a bigger screen from when I am reading off the teleprompter. So that's how you set up this teleprompter. I hope that that helped you out. Now to put it back in the case, I have no idea. I probably won't ever put it back in the case. Not unless I'm going on a long trip, and then I'll put it all together so it'll stay secure. But it is cool that they did offer a case. And so, yeah, let's go back to Kedron and let's wrap this review up. One of the key factors for a successful teleprompter is effective reflection control. The TMP-1000 does an excellent job in this regard. The hood effectively blocks unwanted light and reflections, ensuring that the text remains visible and readable even in challenging lighting conditions. Let's talk about the teleprompter app that I'm using. First off, it is great, and it is called PromptStart. This is a paid app, but it is worth it, I promise you, at least for me. In the app, you can control the control speed, which is fine, but sometimes you just want to seem more natural, like me right now. Well, this app allows you to use the AI voice, which recognizes the lines that you're reading from. Now, this app has to hear your voice to work correctly. So that's why I'm using my full-length microphone, which is right here, and it's connected to my Samsung tablet, and I can be as far as I want to be. So let me explain. The beauty of this app is when you stop speaking, the text stops scrolling. Like right now, I could ad lib and tell you something about my weather day and go on and, move my eyes from left to right and not look like, I'm reading from a teleprompter. Now I'm finna go back. This is great for when you want to ad lib something in between, like I was doing earlier. This makes the whole video look like you knew what you were talking about. For real. Back to the TMP-1000, considering the build quality and the ease of use and the features offered, the Glide Gear TMP-1000 provides excellent value for your money. It competes with some of the higher priced teleprompters on the market and delivers professional performance without breaking them dollars. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump into a shoot that me and Lonnie Strickland went to. We've shot these guys a couple of times, and most of the time they read off of their, they don't read off their paper, but they look at their notes and then they kind of ad lib, they kind of remember it, right? So I was like, well, this will be a perfect opportunity for me to bring out the Glide Gear TMP-1000 on this shoot, right? So we bring it out there, well, we tell them first, and they were like, well, we may or may not use it. We don't think we need it. But previously, it's taken, a lot of times they do a lot of mess ups, and I feel like this helps out quite a bit. Once we got it there and they saw how the app worked, and when it reads, the text, they fell in love with it. So this cut our time in half for this specific shoot. As you can see in the behind the scenes right now, everything's set up. We had our lights set up. We had an overhead light. We had the teleprompter, and we were using Lonnie's Z7. Now, I'm not reading off the teleprompter right now, but just to let you know, it is amazing and it makes you sound more professional. So who is this teleprompter for? Well, before I tell you who it's for, this is a rather large teleprompter. It is heavy and it does carry some weight, and it does come with a nice case that you can break everything down, and you can, if you need to be more compact. Now, most of the times when I'm going to be using this teleprompter, I am going to be going on location and I need to be up quick. I don't have time to kind of like set up everything. So I'm probably not going to put it in the case, and I'll probably just leave it like already ready so I can just slide it onto my tripod. That being said, it is really easy, as you saw earlier in the video, to put this teleprompter together. Now, Glide Gear does have different models of these teleprompters. They have small teleprompters can go on a laptop, where if you were doing some type of web performance or, Zoom, they have some that can go on gimbals. They have medium-sized ones, and then they have this really big one right here, which I feel like is great. And their link will be in the description below, so you can definitely check them out, and definitely go to their Instagram page with Glide Gear, because they make tons of other products that are really great. Now, in conclusion, the Glide Gear TMP-1000 teleprompter is a reliable, well-designed tool for anyone looking to enhance their presentation skills. Yeah, so as you can see, my presentation skills is getting up. Now I'm going back to the teleprompter. See where I said that Well, watch this. I'm not gonna say anymore. It has a sturdy build, it has an easy setup, it's compatible, and features that make it valuable asset to content creators, professionals, and public speakers alike. I highly recommend this Glide Gear TMP-1000 to anyone in need of a dependable teleprompter for their video productions. Now I'm off of the teleprompter, and if you like this video, this is what I want you to do. I want you to like, comment, and subscribe, and I want you to hit that bell, so you don't never miss another video from me. And I want to give a special thanks out to Glide Gear for always supporting this channel, and you should definitely follow them as well. And until next time, we're gonna see you in our next video. Yep, peace.